Greetings and salutations. This is Becca.
And I'm Kes.
And welcome to Act 4. In this episode, we will talk about the movie Work It. It's a movie that was actually suggested by my younger sister. She's 12 years old, and we went for it because I remember watching it in 2020, peak quarantine time when it came out. And it was with my younger sister, and we really liked it. And she's actually a fan of the movie. That's why she suggested it, and she didn't even think twice about the movie. She was just like, okay, well, you guys do Work It. And yeah, Work It is a 2020 American dance comedy film directed by Laura Terroso and written by Alison Peck. And yeah, are you ready to dive in?
Yes.
So, Kes, do you have any initial thoughts about the movie?
Personally, I didn't really like the movie. I know I think it's a little rare for me. But the main thing that I really did not enjoy is how fast it went by. I feel like as soon as we got in, they're like, okay, this is what's happening. Let's get into it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like that. It felt extremely rushed. And also, I had an issue with how little I knew about the characters. I think half of them, I still don't know their names. Or like who they are. Yes. They're just like here.
Yeah. Yes. You see the guy that was called Juilliard?
Yeah.
This thing happened to me because I heard them say, "Oh yeah, Juilliard," and I was like, "Wait, Juilliard?" And I didn't register that. So afterwards, like it kept going, and they just kept saying Juilliard, and at the end I was like, okay, so he's called Juilliard, but it's not his real name because he wants to go. Yeah. Like, it's a bit confusing. I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. I feel like, especially with him, I remember that I think it was Quinn. She was like, "Oh, Isaiah," and he was like, "No, it's Juilliard." But they didn't explain why. They explained why he wanted to be called Juilliard, like very much like middle towards the end, and explained, oh yeah, he's called Juilliard because he wants to be
he wants to go to Juilliard. Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that they could have said before, but I feel like they were trying to rush the movie. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Nah, I agree. I do agree. The thing that got to me, I think it's because the characters, like you said, did not have a lot of depth. We got to see Quinn. Like, we got to see Quinn's character and like her development with her mother and how she really is, and like her whole like shebang. But every single other character had just like one thing that they did. Like, for example, Jazz was just a dancer, and she wanted to go into like the NYC is it NYC, like a New York conservative thing or something. And we knew that about her, but we didn't know anything else. Like, what did she like other than dancing? Because yes, dancing, a lot of people like dancing, and I do like dancing too, but like most people have other things going on, like with her family for sure, with school for sure, and like just her as a character, she didn't have good grades. He could have like added something to that. And the other people in the group, exactly, and the other people in the group as well, I felt like we got to see them, but I don't know any of their names. I don't know any of their names at all.
Yeah.
So I know there's like a karate guy or like something, but I don't know what he does other than that. We have like the goth girl, emo girl, but like that's just her personality trait, I understand, but like what's her name? We have like, I remember Priya because they did say her name quite a few times. Priya, who's like honestly, I don't know what she does, but Priya. And so I agree.
I think they were trying to not force but really push some kind of empathy towards Quinn to the point where it seems like they didn't really care about the other characters. They're like, oh, she needs a group, let's just pick a few people, and it doesn't matter because she's the attention that needs the attention. And I feel like if you're trying to do a movie about a dance team, you need to show some kind of like dynamic between them and explain who they are, because I mean, in a dance team, it's all about like being together. No, because towards the end I felt nothing for any of them. I was like, they win, they lose, okay, moving on, you know.
Yes,
Well,
I understand what you mean. The only problem is that I don't completely agree with the fact that the movie was bad. Because I think I'm biased, though. I'm really biased
okay.
because of my sister. I'm biased. And when we watched it, she was like, what, 7, 8, 9? I don't remember what how old she was, but like, I'm biased because of my sister. So, and I always like movies that I will read like dancing and like singing and things like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's just because of the trope and because my sister was like so invested that maybe unconsciously when I went to watch the movie, it was like I knew I was gonna like it no matter what. Like for me, it was better than Madame Web, you know?
Yeah. I feel like they're kind of, for me, same level. Like, I wouldn't watch it
Yeah.
again, but I don't regret watching it.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't the best I don't know how to like phrase it, but it wasn't the best like movie ever. I agree,
Yeah.
but I did have a better time than Madame Web, and I think it's because we don't really like look for the same like prospects and things in movies.
I
Like
guess.
me when I went into it, I was like, oh, okay, it's the dance movie, a light movie that I can watch
Yeah.
while like studying because I was watching it while studying. You know, just
Mm.
those are sometimes I would just watch shows and movies just to like study. Like it's a good
Yeah,
background movie.
yeah, I think in that sense it would be a good background movie because there's a lot of the music is amazing, and
Mhm.
also even though the dance is like it's fine, it's still entertaining to watch. But I
Mhm.
sat down to watch it like from front, like start
Uh,
to finish. So it felt a little like what's happening, you know?
mhm.
I was a little sad, but it's fine. The music was good. The
Mhm.
dance was okay. It's just I feel
Mhm.
like the characters, the script needed a little more. Like
The work.
a lot of the information that they could have put was said in a like a voiceover. You
Mhm.
know, like explaining like why, what, and everything. They could have like to explain that her dad, um, like died when she was 12 and that's why she wants to go to Duke. They didn't have to say it in a voiceover. They could have
Mhm.
either done a flashback or like she could have been like, wait, no, it's because of my father. But no, they, it's just I feel, well, yeah, the script could have been
He
worked a
lacked
little.
a bit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. In that sense, in that sense, the script did like a bit, but I like in the end, I did enjoy the movie. Like
Yeah,
I found
it's
myself
fine.
giggling a bit, and
Yeah, there
the
were.
only thing that you are right about is you know the Isaiah character.
Yeah.
Like his whole redemption arc at the end, I did not understand
Like
that. It came
what?
out of nowhere.
Like all of a sudden you don't want to be Julia, you want to be Isaiah, and you're cool with everyone. Like
And you're nice
what?
and you're like, oh my
How?
god, I needed the competition. You guys did great. What?
Like hello? When? Like who's this new person?
He did a
It really,
180 in 2 seconds.
literally, even in like his like aura, it felt different. It was like they were like,
Yeah.
oh wait, we need him to be a little nice.
Because the thing is, in a lot of movies, what they do is like they do a redemption arc for the
Yeah,
main villain, but like they do it well, so you get to see like the main villain changing
exactly,
and becoming like nicer. But Isaiah, it's like
exactly.
he went to dance and he wasn't nice. Like when they arrived at the dance competition, he wasn't nice. I remember like
Yeah,
in one scene they were all like standing like like close to the wall or something, and like the
hmm,
Thunderbirds, I think that's their name, were
Thunderbirds.
like walking, and they were like walking like all standoffish, ignoring the other group, the TBDs. And they went to dance and they were still like Isaiah was still being mean. And then at the
Yeah,
end when like the TBDs won, that's when he became all nice. Like no, that's
yeah.
not his characters.
He got like the woman for like the dance thingy came to him and was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, you got in, and he was like, you know what, guys, you guys are great. Let's be friends. Like
Yeah.
it felt
What?
I was so confused, honestly. I felt like I missed something. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
I did like
And
his character though. He's
mm-hmm.
one of the characters that I really like because he's the only one that had personality.
Yeah, he
And I
did.
was like, he was funny. I like a lot of the lines that I actually laughed to were his.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. I get you. Yeah, he was a good character. I liked him too.
yeah.
And What else? Yes, at the end when the TBDs won, I was surprised. Well, not surprised in the sense that like, oh, it's like normal in those type of movies that they win, because you know in every
Yeah.
sort of movies like that, like the main protagonist, like this group mostly largely always win. And
Yeah.
I was surprised in the sense that I felt like from what I saw, other dance groups looked better than them, because they had like what 2 months of practice, and they weren't like they were good, but like maybe not to the level of like other professionals. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's normal because it's just a movie. And
Yeah, of course they had to win.
so like you said, I think the whole conclusion of that is that the movie is mostly made for people who are not looking for death in the movie, people
Yeah.
who are just looking for a fun time. And
Yeah.
for example, my little sister's demographic, I think, is perfect for the movie, because there's nothing
Yes.
like there's nothing that is not age appropriate about the movie, and it's like it's good enough that like a 12-year-old can enjoy it and be like, oh my god, I really like the movie, you know. So
Yes.
it's the type of movie that you can see if you're not looking for anything
Yeah,
more
like
than
you said,
just
like you said, it's a good background movie. Like to put
um,
like in the background to do something in the same
mhm,
time. I think in that sense it was good, but
mhm.
I wouldn't sit down to watch it again
Again.
just for fun.